Hi guys, this is Zoe from Mystical Messages. So we're going to do a pick a card for the Lunar Eclipse in Virgo. This is the Divine Masters Oracle. Is it? It is the Divine Masters Oracle. I do have my tarot. I've got some Moonology and I've got some Goddess cards. So let's have a look for, let's get 3 cards. There will be timestamps and the Lunar Eclipse is happening on the 3rd of March. So it's coming up quite quick. Oh, so if you can hear the kids outside, that's the first card. Running right outside the house, they are. So can we have a, I'll pick that one, I think. No, it's not coming. Is it going to come? I might be holding it too tight with a bloody stroke. Oh, so look, that's the one I wanted. That's power 2. And we'll take that one for power 3. Let's have a look at what we've got. So the first card we have, I did say there were timestamps, but there will be timestamps. You've got the Divine Director, trust the process, create space for the Divine Order to unfold. What a beautiful card. That's for power 1. Let's get a nice amethyst on that one. Can you see that? Power 3. We have Vajrayogini, I can't say it, as transcending fear. Fear, facing fear leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. There you go. It's a nice one. Nice little fiery red-orange. And let's put my little orange calcite on there because it just goes and I like it. And the final one, we have Isis with claiming magic, call back your power and what is rightfully yours. Okay guys, these are really good energies for March with the Lunar Eclipse. That's happening on 3rd of March. And we've already got purple. Let's have some nice little opal art on there to go with that little sphere there. There's the opal art. That should match that. Look at that. Can you see them? Let's move them over. Is that a better? I do like that one. If I were picking a pile myself, I know which one I'd go for. Okay guys, so there's your piles. Pile 1, 2 and 3. You can be drawn to more than one pile. It doesn't matter to me. Just call to whichever you're drawn to. And I will see your reading. And again, there will be timestamps below. Okay, I'll see your reading. Hi, pile 1. You pick the Divine Director who trusts the process. Create space, divine order for divine order to unfold. Look at that. You've got the amethyst crystal. It's a bit knackered, that crystal, doesn't it? I do use it a lot. Okay. So right away I'm feeling, obviously, it does, the message is quite clear. It's about trusting the process, trying not to control, and there could be a situation that you could have overlooked. I mean, the universe will give you the next step when you actually take charge of, not take charge, when you surrender the situation. But there could be something you've overlooked in the situation. Let's get some more information. Have some more. Oh. Oh, look at that. Flew right over there. And not that crystal. So basically, I think that's just confirming what I'm saying. So, I mean, you could be feeling disappointed about something that you want to come true, or something that you've been waiting for. But again, you need to trust the process. The universe will be sending you signs, But with this King of Cups and feeling, you need to be aware of what you're feeling, aware of your emotions. Let's get some more messages. And just, it's basically sat with his emotions. Is even though they're up and down, he's quite calm. He's not rocking side to side. He's quite calm. And that's what I feel you should be. And just trust this process. Trust the process, what's happening for wishes to come true. This is a wish card for magic to come through. Because you're in the right space. You're right where you're supposed to be. That's what I'm feeling right now. Can I get some more messages? Oh, one's just turned over. Yeah, this basically telling me you are going to get some mental clarity on a situation when round about the lunar. Could be a few days afterwards, a few weeks afterwards, but you are going to get some clarity around a situation. So I wouldn't dwell on this energy, on the disappointment and the loss and the crying over spilt milk and everything's not going your way and things are not happening, because things are happening in divine order. It's going to happen in the right timing. And you will get clarity about that, and the wishes are being fulfilled, but they'll happen when the divine director makes them happen in divine timing, basically. So it's just that process. That's what you're being told. There you go. Yeah, it's okay. It's basically, it's all right. That's this card is saying it's all right to focus on your future. It's all right to focus on your wishes, but it's time just to stop. And again, it's stopped. And be aware of, look, there's nothing growing. So you could be wanting to plant some seeds, and that's fine too if you're ready to plant some seeds through the wishes. But it's all about trusting the process. You could be planting some seeds around about the lunar in the next, well, the lunar full moon lunar eclipse is happening over 6 months. Same with the one that just happened in I don't know. I think we're right in the middle of the eclipse portal. So this next year will be very interesting for you, especially when it comes to your wishes. One more card, please. All turned over. It has. Yeah, again, I'm getting the same message with this one and this one. You might be feeling challenged as well with this one. They're all, it's basically the same message. Why you're feeling challenged, why it's always one thing after another, but don't worry. Magic will happen when it's supposed to happen. You just need to be aware of your emotion. Keep your focus on planting your seeds and knowing when to stop and start and release the control and surrender to this, surrender to the process and trust this process, guys. Let's get some. What are these ones? I think that these are. What are these ones? I've got some cards out and I'm not sure which is which. Hold on. Let's get the goddess ones. Let's see what the goddess is saying. Can we have a card for power one? There you go, the eclipse. Oh, you've got two. Yeah, look at that. Stillness. Stillness, yeah, be still. You got Yuki Una. Yuki Ona. Stillness, yeah, as I said, just stop and be aware, just be still. You will overcome challenges and you will trust and you will get the divine message. Your wishes will come true. It's okay to plant, but just know when to be still and know when to move. You've got liberation with Kali. So there could be something that you need to release. You need to be liberated from. Now, that could be a mindset. It could be something like a mindset, how you're feeling. Again, with your aware emotions and disappointment, I feel it's a mindset, your mindset, because you are going to get clarity. Let's get some more with the Moonology cards for part one. Part one, can we have one more? Look, that one's trying to come out already. New moon in Leo, shine. Yeah, I feel you are going to be seen. I feel you are going to be seen. You will get confidence. And there's something about happiness. Look at them sunflowers. So there is some new beginnings coming in, definitely with the new moon in Leo. Leo's the fifth house of creativity in the astrology. Leo is ruled by the sun. So the sun is all about being confident, and there's joy, there's vitality, there's success, there's recognition, rewards. You could be a light for somebody as well. You could be shining a light for somebody as well, this new moon. But I feel you are being seen, and you're going to be seen. I feel like you're a lot of confident. You are confident, but again, with these challenges, Spirit is telling you to remain confident, and just know that success is going to come your way. Okay, right, guys. That's let's get one more of the Moonology, and then we'll call this. Have one final card for Moonology. Oh, so that's the one. That's the passes. Talk less, feel more. Very useful over, but we're just going to take that one that I saw. And these haven't turned over. And these over there haven't turned over. And underneath the deck, you've got let your fears dissolve. Yeah, so these feelings, the challenges, the loss, the fears, them negative emotion, just let them dissolve. So, yeah, but this talk less, feel more. It's to be aware of your feelings, let them feelings dissolve, and just trust that infinite divine knowledge that your wishes will come true, and whatever your wish is, whatever the situation is, Spirit is saying just trust the process and create a bit of space for the divine order to unfold. And it could be space in your mind, space in your home. It could be an actual space outdoors. Who knows? This is something about space. Create that space. I just want to read this divine director anyway. Let's see what other message it's telling us, because I'm sure there's more. Let's go for it. Divine director. What number are we on? Here we go. Okay, you are being guided to stop micromanaging the universe. Sometimes events are beyond human comprehension, and this trying to figure out the finer details in life may be holding you back rather than moving you forward. When the divine director comes to you, you're being invited to trust that there is a purpose behind what is unfolding. The choice and circumstances and challenges you are facing will lead you to know and trust yourself at a deeper level. If you find yourself not knowing where to go from here, there's a good chance there's an aspect of your life that you have refrained from dealing with. Yeah, I did say that there's something that you're not facing up a situation in your life. Healing or sharing. In order to take the next step to be revealed to you, you're encouraged to address the aspects of life that you have overlooked. For when you do, you allow the energetic wheels of the universe to take you forward. And that's why there's that create space. Create that space, and that is what it's saying. There's something inside you need to face to get rid of that, because there's something you're really holding on to, especially something you're feeling. It could be something emotional, because there's a lot of emotional challenges. There's loss, there's disappointment, there's your emotions. There's something about your emotions that you need to let go of, mindset, and that's how you create space for the universe to push you forward. And I do see clarity coming in, and I do see the wish fulfillment is out. And the moon in Leo is all about success, which is the sun, and it's all about creativity. Leo is the fifth house in astrology, and there's a new moon, so there's new beginnings in creativity. Could be children, job. The fifth house is all about jobs, creativity, children. hobbies, all the good stuff. Travel. It could be all about that stuff. So just create that space, get rid of what no longer serves you, so that the universe can show you the next step. Okay, guys, I hope you have a great month of March, and I hope the solar eclipse, or the lunar eclipse, pardon me, serves you well. Pal 2, you have picked, if I can see his name, Vajrayogina with transcending fear. Facing fears leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. There you go. So, right now I feel you need to face some fears. It's all about facing your fears, and it's like the moon card. Facing fears, go with bit deep beneath the surface. When you do that, you will gain much power over yourself and over situations and control, I suppose. Let's get some message about facing your fears. That one. Let's make sure you can see them. I'll show you the cards in a minute. Oh, look at that. I think that came out in... No, it didn't. I thought that came out in pile 1. Oh. Some more cards about... More cards for it. Oh, there you go. That's one. One just slid out. That came out in pile 1. I have some two more cards, Spirit. Oh, look at that, Devil. Oh, and we'll leave it at that. I saw the Devil. We'll take that one. We're not going to take them, because I saw them turn over. Okay, guys, so we have 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're holding yourself back. You're blocking yourself off. You have the Strength. You have the Hanged Man. And you have the Queen of Swords. And the Devil. And you have the High Priestess. Look at that. So, yeah, it's all about facing it. I will read this card out at the end, like I did for pile 1. I think I was just wittering on about creating space. So, yeah, so this is all about facing your fears. Try not to block yourself off. Step into your power as well. I do feel it's all about, you think you must be bound to something. There could be something you could be chained to. It could be a situation, a mindset, a person. But there's something that you feel that you're bound to. Something that is holding you hostage. But that is what needs to be faced. It's time to surrender. Only then when you surrender, you will get enlightened. Especially when it comes to that halo around his head. It's time to surrender and let go. And you will get some divine knowledge, divine downloads and clarity. But I do feel that you need to step into your power and be confident. And your self-esteem could be affected. Will or is affected. Will, could be, or is affected. But I feel you need to embrace your power, because you've got embrace your power. You've got the Strength card. That is about stepping into your power, embracing. Look at that. She's got a hand round the lion. And I feel that when you release yourself from this, whatever you're bound to, when you unblock yourself, you will get mental clarity. You've got 3 cards of clarity and enlightenment. That's a clarity card. That's an enlightenment card. And that is an inner knowledge, spiritual downloads. But again, to receive this message, you need to surrender, let go, be patient with yourself. But you need to release yourself to whatever you think you're bound to. Whatever's keep you chained, you need to liberate yourself from this devil. Now, again, it could be alcohol, unhealthy eating, toxic relationship, toxic family, toxic friends, toxic mindset. It could be literally anything. Toxic workplace. It could be anything. But you need to release yourself from, obviously not from toxic. Make sure you find another job. But obviously, just release yourself from everything that no longer serves you. And only then you will find clarity and downloads, and you will embrace your power. And then when you face them fears, then you can transcend to a new level. And you'll feel more in control, because once you face your fears, you're stepping into your power. How many times have you feared something, you've done it, you've overcome that fear, and you feel liberated. This is what this message is all about. So let's get some more messages. What do I want first? Let's get some goddess messages. Can we have... Oh, that's about 3 that dropped out. We don't want them. Or that one. Let's do a big shuffle for pile 2. Can we have some more messages for pile 2? Pile 2. Can we have some more messages for pile 2? Oh, let's go. Look at that. I said liberation. Look what's come out. Did this came out in pile 1? It did. These 3 came out in part... Well, that one. You've got too many. But the first top card was liberation that we saw. We'll show you that one. That was liberation. Now I'm going to reshuffle, because I must have not reshuffled these proper. Let's get some more cards. Give it a right good shuffle. I don't want to get the same card. Some cards, if it comes out again, then we know. But liberation was one of the cards that I wanted to said. And that came out in pile 1. Oh, can we have some more cards? That one came out to the side. I don't know which way they're going now. So, can I have some cards for spirit goddesses for pile 2? Card for pile 2. I'm going to take that one. And we'll take that one. That one. Oh, alright, that one. We'll take them. So we have Mary, miracles. Wow. Okay. And then we have the future, schooled. Sorry if you can hear my son chatting upstairs with his friend. Okay, guys, so I do feel that when you overcome this, there will be some miracles coming in the future. That's obvious. I do feel if you believe that you can overcome this, you step into the power, you will find that the miracle is you can overcome anything, especially when it comes to any future challenges. Let's make sure these are all right. Yeah, so I do feel you will overcome anything. And look at that halo. I'm noticing that halo above her head. Again, same with this one. About getting some downloads, some knowledge. See, like Mary, she was blessed by a child where she... by Gabriel came down to her, even though she was a virgin, and that was a miracle itself. Now I'm not saying something like that is going to happen to you, but there's some kind of miracle that's going to happen that could come in without warning, and it could be something to do in the future. That could be foresight as well. I'm feeling, especially when you have this card, and this card. So there's something about the future. Some foresight you might receive when you overcome these situations, overcome the challenges. Now I do apologise, you can see I hear my son. So yeah, but I do. If you trust in miracles, then I do believe that something could happen. Especially if it's a miracle that you can overcome. That maybe that's a miracle that it is something you've never overcome, and it's a miracle. But I do think that there's something that that you're going to see. Let's get some more messages. Some new knowledge and messages. Oh, that's one. What does that say? Quarter moon in Cancer, push through any insecurity. Yeah, That could be this. A mindset. Push through it. And let's get one more. Thank you. Oh, got 2 there. So we have Aries. Step into your power. Look at that, you've got 2 about power. Yeah, step into your power. And overcome them fears. But you definitely are going to step into some kind of power, especially in the future. And perhaps you get, with your vibration high, you can make miracles happen. And I don't think it's going to be like a virgin pregnancy, but it could be a miracle that you never think would happen. It could be a miracle. People think you'd, as a off chance, not saying this is the case, that you'd never leave that person. It's a miracle if that ever happens, and bam, it happens. You've got the new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Yeah, just trust the process and trust all that will be well. All is working out in your favour, no matter what's happening. Even if things are challenging, and there's something that even if you feel you can't overcome this fear right now, just trust that this all is well, and you will release yourself from whatever this is, because you're not actually bound to it. If you just look at these people, all they have to do is lift up their hands and just take this chain from around the neck. It's quite easy, but it's easy saying it, but not easy when you're going through it, I suppose. There you go, guys. Let's read this Vajrayogi, whatever it's called. I can't remember his name. Let's find it. Vajrayogina, transcend your fears. Facing fear leads to powerlessness. Embrace your power. So your message is, you would never know what it was like to be fearless if you hadn't encountered fear. This is the time we are able to look at fear in the eye and see it for what it is. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because human self is conditioned to be scared of a prospect of fear. So when fear appears, it can send us running, when in fact the invitation to arrive. Your fears are appearing now, because you're on the verge of a miracle. Oh my God, the miracle's there. Look at that. I'm looking at talking about miracle. Look at that. Because you're on the verge of a miracle. Now, I don't know what miracle it is. I would rather to know about different miracles. It could be something, I don't know. Let's carry on reading. Well, like I said, you have the real opportunity to know yourself better than ever. When you finally face your fears, they will no longer have any power over you. That's like I was saying earlier. I know I'm rabbiting on. People say, "Oh, it'll be a miracle if she ever does this," or "It's a miracle if he ever does that," and you do it, and that's a miracle. It might not mean nothing to them, but it's something big for you. Let's have a look. When you finally face your fears, they will no longer have power over you. When they have left you, though there is a good chance you may feel energetically drained or empty, this isn't because something is missing, but because your fears have been taking too much space. This is an opportunity to call love, miracles, and anything else you need into this space. You are learning to use your power, being given the courage to embrace who you truly are. Freedom is within sight. Of course it is. That's a wonderful message. Yeah. Guys, pile 2. Wonderful. Miracles. Enlightenment. Releasing yourself. Facing your fears. Step into your power. I love this message for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hi, welcome to pile 3. This is Isis. You picked Isis and you had Reclaiming Magic. Call back your power and what is rightfully yours. This feels a bit like pile 1. It's about being your authentic, your true self. There could be something spiritual going on here, but I'm not 100% sure. I will read this card at the end, as I did for the other 2. I'm glad I read number 2s, because every time I've been wittering about a bloody word. So the first word was Pile 1, I was whittling about creating space. Pile 2, I was whittling on about miracles. Let's see what I whittle on about this pile. Oh, let's get some cards out for... Oh, look at them all jumping out right now. Can we have some cards for... Let's see what we've got in a minute. For pile 3. How many have we got there? 4, let's have a look. So we have... Ooh. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. 3 of Swords, not a bad card, not the worst card. Knight of Cups. And the 6 of Swords. Let's get some more. Oh, have that one. And the final one, is it going to fall out? I've got hold of it. Let's look at that one. Oh, apologies, I did. It's a good job I looked underneath there because I was feeling that in that card. So you could be getting some communication, receiving emails, letters, phone calls. Let's have a look. Reclaiming magic, take back your power. I do feel that this could have been something that needs healing within your heart, especially with the 3 of Swords. Something that you've held on to for a long time. Something that always overtakes you, that you need to reclaim back. Not reclaim, but you need to take control over it. Like if it could be like a loss of relationship, an end of relationship, and you're still having that, you're still like grieving that relationship or a person, or end of a friendship or loss of a job, whatever it is, there's something that still got hold of your heart. And I think there's new beginnings trying to come in. But I think you're concentrating on the hurt, the hurt, but I feel you need to heal yourself. I feel if you remain confident and be optimistic and be aware and be curious and accept things for what they are, I do see there's a transcendence, there's some kind of movement. So the universe is trying to offer you something, especially with that card. Or the universe wants to offer you something tangible. Reclaiming magic, take back your power and what is rightfully yours. I do feel that you are moving away from negativity. Move away from could be heartache, loss, disappointment. You're moving towards a brighter future. Is that the word to call it? Or a brighter place? I do see a transition from one aspect to another. Now, just be aware that there could be some delay. You could have been having some delayed messages. Either way, the messages are coming in slowly. They could have been delayed. You might get some messages. Now, this could be downloads, especially with that sign. I mean, it could be a spiritual awakening, especially with that. I'm feeling with that. But the universe is trying to offer you something. Look at that. It's trying to give you something tangible, something you can build upon. I do feel it's trying to give you back your confidence. It could be trying to move you away from the negative, the hurt, the loss, the suffering, or whatever this is, whatever the 3 of Swords is. It's trying to offer you healing. It's trying to offer you something. It's trying to offer you a lot of things. It's just whether you're willing to accept them and maybe just don't see them. Because there's something coming to you slowly. Look at that Knight of Cups. The Knight is coming at a slow trot. It's a message, an offer, a proposal. Look at that one. Look at this swords, the page of swords. This is all about messages, about a current situation right now. But the message could come out via email, telephone call, letter. It's that kind of message. Yeah. But I do think there could be some kind of a spiritual awakening going on where you have that clarity. Let's get some more cards out and let's see where we go from here. Let's get some goddess cards out where some different kinds of cards come out. Oh, that's one. I'm going to take that one. I just caught it before it fell. Generosity with Oshun. I feel be generous with yourself. I mean, I do feel you are confident, you are independent, and there could be something to do with money. You might be too generous with money in March. And if you are too generous, people can just use you. Just be careful of that. Don't be too generous. But it's all about help if you... Oh. Take them. So the first one you have wise leadership. And then you have Lizzie. Oh yeah, you had Epona. Apparently, sorry, I couldn't say her name. Epona or Epona. Epona, I don't know. You've got Lizzie or Lizzie with Revelation. Yeah. Look at that magic again. There's something about magic and something spiritual happening here about being the generous, and that's about. This is a generous leader. This is someone who's independent, confident, abundant. Abundant and generous, and obviously something about taking the leadership. Now, I think you could be taking the leadership in moving away from that healing and this transition that's going on. So I feel you're being called to step up to something. Let's get some Moonology cards. And we'll see where we go. I have a card for Pile 3. For new moon. Full moon. Full lunar eclipse in Virgo. Have some cards for full moon. Oh, there you go. Is it going to come out? So you got new moon in Libra. Know you are loved. That's nice. That is nice. Look at that. So Libra in the astrology, I think it's the 9th house. Or is it the 6th, 7th? I really need to know my astrology, don't I? But I feel that I feel the universe is telling, the universe is letting you know that you are loved. If you feel like you're not. Or something just turned over, I'm not sure. All sorts of it turn over. I didn't do a double flip. Let's get one last card. One last card, they all fall out. They let them go. Let's just get... Try not to let them all go again. And let's oh, gold. That flew right over there. We'll get it. Let's have a look. Here you go, you got the full moon in Sagittarius, that's what flew over there. See the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius, it's like a look of Sagittarius. I do know this. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Now Jupiter is of expansion, and it's a very spiritual. It's a very spiritual planet, and it's about luck and expansion. So while all these is on about reclaiming your power, staying confident, healing what needs to be healed, and there's some kind of new beginning. The universe offering you some kind of new beginning. I'm thinking something spiritual, but I'm also thinking it could be a transition from one phase to the next in some area of your life. It could be a old house to a new house. In a total different area. It could be an old job to a new job, from being in a relationship to single. I'm sorry if I had to say that, but it could be. Or from being in a relationship to engaged to marriage, that kind of a transition. But whatever it is, you're moving, you are transitioning. This is what's coming in. There's something about being a wise leader, be generous, and knowing that we are loved. And the Libra is all about money and relationships, because it's ruled by Venus. So you've got Venus, which is in Pisces at the minute, I think. Pisces right now. But yeah, I think it's asking to see the bigger picture. So while you are going through this transition, there will be that sorrow, heartache, and as you leave one thing to move on to the next phase. You just need to look at the bigger picture. This is all for your good. But there's some kind of revelation coming. And that could change everything. But I think it's something spiritual, because look at that, it's like magic in her hands. There's magic there. There's a reclaiming magic. It could be something. Let's have a look where it is. Let's read this RC's card before I start waffling about something and nothing. As I did with the other two. Let's have a look. RC's, let's find RC's. Do you know what I've been doing recently? And it's not like me. I've been watching a lot of Jesus stuff, which is sort of not like me. No, people visiting the town of Jerusalem and going to these sites and that kind of stuff. I find it quite interesting. That's just a random random message from me. I don't know why I just said that, but here we go. Your message: it's time to be your whole self, and parts of that will have to be left behind. Yeah, left behind. Moving away from something. Yeah, that come out there. You are now ready to return. It's time to stop playing small and step back into your greatness. If you feel something or someone has pushed you away from your most authentic self, the power of magic is guiding you to take back the reins into your own hands. Don't let anyone or anything stop you from being who you were born to be. Let your voice be heard. Let your gifts be seen. And let your power be revealed. If you feel that you have lost or forgotten parts of yourself due to situations beyond your control, know that these fragments are not lost, but waiting to be reclaimed. Call back the fragments of your innocence, gift, talents and vulnerability, heart, and anything else that might be out there in the universe. This is a powerful moment of spiritual awakening. Now I did say that. I felt that there. And with this card, and some messages coming in. And the world is here to be your witness. Welcome home to yourself. Wow. It's a good message, guys. So, hope you get a good month, good solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. I keep saying solar, it's a lunar eclipse in March. Have a great month and a great 6 months, because this is going to happen over the next 6 months, because we're right in the middle of the eclipse. That portal. Okay, guys, have a great month and a great year. Don't forget to like and subscribe.